Join Pundman Ford in celebrating a century in business while you get Ford employee pricing on your next car. You heard right, our perk is
Prepared for it.
Isn't every day a good day today?
I think Worf said that the best. Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Alright, good morning. It's the 15th of June, it's 8:31, and it's time for some D&D. This is session 13 of After the Odyssey, titled Terror-esque. We're in the middle of a shit show, just to put it nicely, I guess you could say, as they're in the middle of fighting a Terror-esque. So, anyways, we'll do a recap if Arcadia is here, and then get into it.
Good morning, everyone. Streaming to you live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We begin the session on our 14th day reunited. We had cast plane shift and are in another plane in an effort to hide from Gravik. I mistakenly said in the last session that Theogenesis was an abjuration spell, but it is a conjuration spell. It won't automatically turn us into gods, but it places a divine spark into us instead. Casting it requires the 3 artifacts we collected, the Caduceus, the Ambrosia, and the Promethean Fire, and 10,000 gold pieces worth of offerings for each person. The spell will consume the offering but not the artifacts, and it will take an hour to cast. The chance of being permanently granted a divine spark from our god can be increased based on how much of our alignment we share, how long we've worshipped the pantheon the god belongs to, and how long we've worshipped the particular god. Because it is a 9th level spell, Tascalin can only cast Theogenesis once a day, so the following spell casting days take place over 6 days. Tascalin sits down cross-legged and gestures for Emetrius to do the same in front of him. We put the components in front of him, and Emetrius adds his offering. He closes his eyes and prays to the divine stallion. And this is important. The description of what happens during the casting of Theogenesis on each person is different than what was on the stream. I clarified things with Engorgio offline and reworded the descriptions so they are clearer and easier to compare to each other. So, well, I shouldn't say they're different. They're different, but the essence is generally the same. But so you should pay attention to this. Tascalin touches Emetrius and casts the spell. A golden light envelops him for about 10 minutes, then it disappears. There is no light whatsoever surrounding Emetrius for the remainder of the hour. The offerings are consumed. And I meant the golden light envelops Emetrius for about 10 minutes. Emetrius doesn't feel any different or notice anything different. When he casts divine sense on himself, he reads the same. And while Tascalin is resting for the next day, Arcadia pulls Nico and Corbin aside and says to them, "If I were to die, I would like you to take my body back to Themis." The next day, Tascalin suggests Demetrius casts divine sense on her, making a mental note of exactly how much he feels from her. She sits down in front of Tascalin and prays to Kentamane. Tascalin touches Arcadia and casts the spell. Like Demetrius, a golden light envelops her, but this time it is only for a few moments before it turns black and completely encases her. It is so dark she is completely obscured. Then some radiant light emerges and mixes with the black, turning the light into a gray color. The gray light sinks into her body when the spell ends. She doesn't feel any different. Demetrius uses divine sense again on her, and she pops up the same level of power as before. She's a regular celestial energy. Based on what he saw, he privately tells Arcadia he thinks she got infected with some dark magic. She looks very shaken and only half joking tells him, "Well, keep an eye on me. If I do anything stupid, kill me." Demetrius thinks we are wasting our resources here, that we already have a divine spark in us. He thinks Tascalin is the only one that can benefit, so Tascalin will cast it on himself next. And Demetrius had cast divine sense on Tascalin in the past, and he came up as just human. So when Tascalin touches himself and casts the spell, a golden light envelops him for a few moments before it changes into bright and brilliant light. The bright and brilliant light lasts for about 10 minutes before it returns to being golden. The golden light disappears when the spell ends. Tascalin doesn't feel any different, but when Demetrius casts divine sense on him, he turns up faintly celestial like the rest of us. Now, Demetrius believes the spell has no effect on the rest of us, that we already have a divine spark, but Arcadia wants to be on the safe side, so Nico goes next. Tascalin touches Nico and casts the spell. A golden light envelops him for only a short moment before it turns green. The light fluctuates between a bright green and a dark green. It sinks into his body as the spell ends. Nico doesn't feel any different, but based on what happened, Arcadia says we should continue casting this. Demetrius wants to try it on Estrella, so Tascalin touches Estrella and casts the spell. A golden light starts to envelop her, but it only lasts for a few moments before disappearing. There is no light surrounding her whatsoever for the remainder of the hour. Demetrius uses divine sense on her, and she does not appear any different than what she was originally. Next is Corbin. Tascalin touches Corbin and casts the spell. A golden light envelops him for a few moments before it turns into a bright, deep red. The golden light returns for the last few minutes, then it disappears when the spell ends. Corbin doesn't feel any different. Shout out to Baron Grogar, who gives us a magic item. Went to Nico, and it's a potion of Red Dragon's Majesty. Arcadia suggests we take all our artifacts back, so no one person is carrying all three. We know what the Promethean fire and the Caduceus do. They can both be wielded as magic items. But we do not know what the ambrosia does, and Arcadia doesn't want to waste another day for Tascalin to cast Identify on it, because he would have to cast Wish to get the spell Identify. The ambrosia, which previously insisted Arcadia drink it in her mind, does the same to Demetrius and Corbin, and Demetrius almost gets to the point of trying to take it from Arcadia before resisting the ambrosia's charms. We decide we are the ones who can protect the artifacts the best. We doubt they can be destroyed, but are well aware Gravik is going to try to get them. In terms of where to go next, we reject ideas to speak to Narcissus, but if we do, we should go without the artifacts, or the Fates, which would be too dangerous. So we decide to go to Mitros and talk with the Oracle. Demetrius knows that enough time has passed that the Ultros wouldn't have waited for us. It would have headed back to Mitros. So Tascalin teleports us back there, and we pop out right in front of the palace. It is snowing, and it has never snowed before in Mitros. The guards are staring at the floor in a cloud of hopelessness and despair. We hear, coming from inside the palace, a loud wail that sounds a lot like Bercy. We all run in, and as we near her chamber, we hear another anguished wail. Rushing in, we find her lying on the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. I have witnessed the end of Thylea. Visions of blood and darkness, death, utter destruction. The weapons of the gods are free. The apocalypse has come. We feel the ground beneath us shudder for 2 to 3 seconds, like a minor earthquake. It seems to be coming from everywhere. The weapons! They've been released from their prisons. These titans will destroy the whole world if they're not stopped. A few moments later, we feel the earth shake again for another 2 to 3 seconds. Tascalin and Arcadia go to the exit and look outside. They both realize the rhythmic earthquakes are actually footsteps. Arcadia tells the party while Tascalin speaks to a guard and finds out Queen Valis fled on a dragon. Arcadia casts Commune with Nature and finds the footsteps are coming from the north, about 3 miles away. Before we leave, Versi tells us these seem to be the Titans. There are 4 of them. One is an enormous cloud of lightning. One is a gargantuan beast, the size of a castle that devours everything in its path. One is a shadowy demon-like dragon. And the last one is a malevolent behemoth that levels mountains with terrifying beams of primordial lightning. They're all going to attack at the same time in 4 different cities: Mitros, Themis, Eresia, and Pythoria. She does not know which Titan will attack which city. Since we're in Mitros, we decide to defend it first. We feel another earthquake, this one lasting 3 to 5 seconds. Amitrius questions one of the guards and finds out that Queen Valis left with their daughter Rhodopis and uncle Constantine. They flew to the south. He tells the guard to evacuate Mitros. The ground shakes once again. Corbin activates his wings, Vengeance takes Arcadia, Aziz takes Tascalin, Nico wild shapes, and Amitrius rides Estrella. As we fly, something comes into sight. It is roughly 50 feet tall, 70 feet long, and it's moving at a fairly decent pace. It is a Tarrasque with armor lumbering towards us. There is a very short person or creature sitting on top of the head spike, riding it. We are too far away to see the details. Nico drops his wild shape, and we start the battle. Arcadia pulls out her oathbow and makes the Tarrasque, which Corbin had named Spike when we first encountered him imprisoned in the Nether Sea, her sworn enemy. She casts swift quiver on herself. Nyx stays behind her. Spike lets out a large, deep bellow and makes a deafening roar. We all take damage, and Corbin, Nyx, Aziz, Estrella, and Vengeance are deafened. The ground and trees within 400 to 500 feet all shift as they are getting pushed back by Spike, implying that that is the range of this roar. We then look upon its frightful presence, and Aziz is frightened. Corbin flies right at Spike. He sees who the creature is sitting on it and hears a very familiar voice. "Hey, laddie, nice to see ya again." It is our alternate Nicodemus. Corbin downs his potion of invulnerability, and he flies to Alt Nico, rages, and attempts to grapple him. But as he goes to grab him, his arms go right through him. Madkilt buys disadvantage for Spike. And Corbin recklessly hits Spike with his rod of lordly might in its greatsword form, and the ancestral protectors, the mini-Corbins, appear around Spike. And Spike claws Corbin in return. Feeling the frightened Aziz quake and shiver under him, Tascalin jumps off of him. He casts Draconic Transformation on himself and flies towards Spike. Demetrius hops off of Estrella and runs to Tascalin and casts Shield of Faith on himself. Then Nico casts Reverse Gravity on Spike. Corbin is caught in it as well. The spell lasts for a minute, and we see Spike and Corbin float upwards. Spike is currently upside down. Vengeance breathes her paralyzing breath, but Spike is immune. Aziz breathes his fire breath, but Spike is immune to that as well. But we hear a voice saying, "Thank you for warming me up. Me balls are kind of cold down here." Arcadia hits Spike 3 times, and Corbin sees she did a little bit of damage. But Corbin, Arcadia, and Tascalin, flying, being so high up, see some of Spike's wounds close up. Spike makes another deafening roar. Nyx goes down, and Tascalin, Arcadia, Corbin, and Estrella are deafened. Tascalin loses concentration and drops to the ground, and Arcadia loses concentration on Swift Quiver. Estrella is almost dead from the damage. Spike sweeps his tail at Arcadia, Vengeance, and Corbin, who are 50 feet away. Vengeance gets hit and she falls. Arcadia lets go of her and she slowly falls to the ground thanks to her ring of feather falling. Tascalin then casts Lightning Bolt at Spike, but as lightning goes to strike him, Tascalin sees its carapace, armor, and spikes glow a little bit as they just absorb the lightning. Matrius heals Tascalin with lay on hands and runs to Estrella, mounts her, and gets carried to the northwest. Nico puts the Promethean fire on the ground before wild shaping into an air elemental. He picks the Promethean fire back up, then flies 90 feet straight up. Vengeance gets up and looks up to see if she can see anything on Spike. She does not. She flies under Arcadia and catches her on their back. They are 40 feet in the air. Aziz tries to bite Spike but fails. He claws him but does no damage. He realizes he's not going to be good in this fight, so he attempts to fly away when Spike catches him in his jaws, restraining him. That's the end of where we are, at the end of our second round. We start round 3. We end the session on our 20th day reunited.
Yeah, kind of in a pickle. Good boy Aziz is not looking good. So, start of round 3. Arcadia, it's your turn. And did you get that message I sent you earlier that you hear at the start of your turn?
I did.
Okay.
Excuse me, I do. Did. So Arcadia is going to ask, they're 40 feet up in the air, and she will, well, shoot, let me see, who's, oh, good. Oh, Arcadia is deafened. I'm looking who's deaf. She's deaf, but Vengeance is not. So she can say to Vengeance, wait, is Nico, you didn't answer me. Can you cast, well, I don't know, well, Arcadia wouldn't know this, so she's just gonna go, she says, I need to get to Aziz. She'll say to a Vengeance, I need to get to Aziz, and she will hold her action. If they can get to Aziz and she can touch him, she's gonna cast, her held action is to cast Freedom of Movement on Aziz.
Nice.
And she's going to pass her turn.
Alright, Spike.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? She says that, but she also, she's deafened, right? So it doesn't really matter. But she's going to use her, can she use her free action to shove earplugs into Vengeance's ears?
I don't think so, because it's the size of the dragon. You're like on its back.
Okay, well, she's going to shove earplugs in her ears then.
Okay. Alright, Spike. Well. So he's going to bite down hard onto Aziz.
No.
Poor Aziz.
Oh.
And y'all kind of, this is upside down, of course. You see Spike chomp down on Aziz and like kind of whirl his head back and forth like Aziz is a chew toy, and then launches him. Let's see which direction he flies. 70, so 7, 1, 2, so 7, 5. So he launches Aziz that way as Aziz falls. Poor Aziz. Corbin.
Alright. I will fly to the top of the beast and I will begin him.
That is his bum, his belly.
That's fine.
Okay.
I will begin searching for invisible Nico.
Alright, so you fly to the boy's belly and start searching for Nico. Give me a perception or investigation in the tower. You know that this is a very nice belly.
So can I just run all over it to try to run into him by accident?
Yes, that would use, I think that probably use most all your movement.
That's, yeah, okay.
Alright.
Maybe
Anything?
you can dash as an action.
No, you don't see him or feel him or run into him.
Alright, so I moved all over. I used my action was to investigate, right?
Correct.
And I didn't find anything.
Correct.
You're on the belly, remember?
Yes, I know. I will. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't here. I will. Use my bonus action to dash to the other side. Also seeing if I run into him.
Can you dash as a bonus action?
Can't you move as a bonus action?
Well, you get
no, I guess I can't. I don't
dash.
have that.
Yeah, dash is an action unless you're like a rouge.
I will action surge to get around to the other side, and I'll look there too.
Other side, like the top of him?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah. I looked all over his belly, so I'm going to look on the other side.
Okay, so you go this way. Give me another investigation. Or perception in the top. You do not run into Alt Nico. Or anything invisible.
That's it.
At the end of your turn.
1 second here.
Nah.
I am staying like on him. I want to be as close to him as possible to try and avoid getting hit or make him hit himself.
Right. Scott.
Let me think for a second. I will. This one's a bit. Maybe 100 feet up too. Shit. I'm going to burn my level 8 spell slot and recast Draconic Transformation on myself.
Nice. Dragon Scout.
And I will then how much flight speed do I have?
You have a flight speed of 60 feet.
Yep, 60. So that was a bonus action. I will use my action to dash, and I'll fly as close as I can get the spike. So he's 100 feet away from me, and he's 100 feet up in the air.
All right.
So how far can I get to him?
Well, you have a flying speed of 60.
And so it's 120 movement with
Well,
the dash.
Spike.
Okay, I have 30 feet of blind sight. Do I sense anything that's not visible?
From underneath him, you do not.
Okay. I'll yell out, "He's not here!" And that'll be Tesla's turn.
You need to go to the other side.
Estrella right with Demetrius.
Let's see. You don't accept it yet. I'm just looking. Let me just calculate. 5. She is 35. Okay, she will take the dash action. Move 105 feet over there. And she will use the so that's 160. She will use her she will channel feet to get in the middle of the bottom of it, and then look out over its back with her blind sight.
Alright, so she goes underneath Spike and looking and doing what now?
Oh, isn't that what Tascalin looked?
That is what
Did Tascalin look at his belly or his back?
I mean, belly and yeah. Plus, he's up. He's underneath. He's 70 feet long. So yeah, you essentially both of you, between the two of you search all of Spike's underneath, and you don't find anything invisible.
And underneath, you mean back, correct?
Back and belly, yeah.
Oh, everything.
So we are completely convinced that Alt Nico is not on Spike at all.
You are convinced that Alt Nico is not on Spike's belly or his belly. His back, you haven't searched all of his back. Sorry. Like
That's what I.
issues. My stupid computer updated, so it like screwed with a bunch of settings. So I guess apparently there's no sound. Let me turn on my phone. I hate when my computer does this shit.
That's a newer computer too, man.
Well, it just updated. I can hear myself. They're crazy. Oh, but with interruptions. Yeah, I don't know. Like it updated last night. I didn't notice it until this morning. So if we're like having interruptions, it is what it is for the day. All right, so Demetrius, give me a perception or an investigation. Yes, I know you're using your blind sight, but still give me a perception or an investigation. Your choice in the tower.
I will use my my inspiration on that. Let's see, investigation.
Alright, so if we look at this picture. Right about there, like kind of like on the neck crease, you know. You see what I can really only describe as like a hatch, like a closed hatch.
Okay, well I have 70 feet and I already searched half of it, so half of Spike I should have enough movement to get to the hatch, right?
But don't you need it? Aren't you in reverse gravity?
Yeah, I'm walking upside down on Spike.
Yeah, he
Can
the
you,
bottom of.
Oh, you look at the bottom of Spike, so you're walking upside down. Okay, yeah, I would think you'd have enough movement to get there.
I will use my action to open it.
All right, opening up the hatch. Give me a strength check.
I will say, can I use athletics?
Strength check, please.
I will say, there's a hatch over here. He's hiding in the armor.
The hatch does not open.
All right. And, that's my turn.
All right, and end of your turn. Can you do this? No, he's not. Wind, Nico.
Okay. See, I'm about to. Okay, I'm up there. So. Nico sees Demetrius crawling around on the neck of Spike. So he's going to fly over. If he can get there.
Oh my gosh, stupid errors.
And
Why?
he sees him trying to. He sees Demetrius trying to pry open what looks like a a small door or something. Nico's gonna try to slip in between the cracks. Is there room?
There is not.
Oh, he can't do it. So he's just standing there like shit.
I would say like Demetrius would see like when Nico try to like seep into the cracks, and he's just too big, even though he should be able to, but he's just too damn big.
Yeah, like he's made of water.
Airtight.
Yeah, I can't. Damn it.
You have that ability that lets you slip in like less than an inch, right?
Yeah.
Well, if it's
I guess it's too tight. Can't do it. Well, that was.
Maybe you can just open it.
All right, I'll give it a. Yeah, I'll give it a strength check. Oops.
All right. The hatch does not open.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right,
How tight is this hatch? I think I know what to do.
And you hear from inside, "Get out of here! Leave me alone!"
Can cast it on herself.
She Arcadia literally said, "Fly to Aziz." What's up, Caesar? Alright, so she flies and dashes down to Aziz.
Great. I got kicked off the whatchamacallit, but does that mean she's within reach of? She can touch him?
Yeah, they're all on the ground.
Okay, great. Well, she's not going to waste her spell slot, so she's going to. She casts it on him. Once I get back on the table, I
cast
will.
it on a dead person?
I think it lasts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter. You're gonna use it.
No, and it lasts for an hour, so he'll be protected against further stuff. So at least there's that. I'm just waiting to get back on the table. Somehow I got kicked off.
It shows you on.
No, I just got on right now. I mean,
Okay.
literally,
Oh,
as we
nice.
speak. Okay, so let's see. Let me go to my, just so I make sure I get this. So freedom of movement is, what is it? I think it's 4th level? Yes. So I'm going to put it on the dead Aziz. Hold on a second.
And when you look at Aziz, he doesn't look too good.
Okay. Well, she's going to do what she does. She will say to... Yeah, well, okay. He doesn't look too good, I'm guessing. Okay. All right, so that is her action. And I'm going to mark off a 4th level spell slot. And that is her held action. I don't think I have any bonus action to do anything. Alright, that's it. Pass my turn. Or it's Vengeance's turn.
Arcadia.
Oh, excellent. He doesn't look so good, huh? So she is going to reach into her belt pouch and feed him one of her, one of those things. Let me see. I haven't had one of those either. Okay, let me put it on him. She gives him a regular potion of healing.
And as his eyes open up, he says, "I saw a hatch! I saw a hatch! I saw a hatch! Oh, I don't feel good." He like collapses.
And I guess Vengeance would understand him. Oh no, we're at the beginning of the round. Does that mean our deafness goes away?
Didn't you say you put earplugs in your ears?
Oh right. Yeah. Now there's she can't hear anyway. I'll put that as a what do you call it? But Vengeance would have heard it. She might take one earplug out and ask Vengeance what he said. Is what she would do before putting it back in. To feel allowed that.
I didn't catch that. What did they say?
There's a hatch! There's a hatch! I saw a hatch over there! And there he falls. Alright, Spike. Now that his mouth is free. Come
What is happening?
You're about to find out.
Should I use my inspiration?
If you want to. Where the hell did Smith go? There he is. Why? Alright, this is a... What are you? This is a Constitution save. If you want to use your inspiration except for Arcadia, and you still have it, hit it now. 3, 2, 1. As he lets out a deafening roar. And disease goes back down. That's not nice. Wait, did you do my shit? And y'all see his little feet's trying to move, but obviously he cannot. Corbin.
I will run to the hatch and attempt to open it.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check.
The hatch starts to budge, but does not open. And you hear, as you do that, you hear, "Don't come in here! We have to do this so we can go home!"
I'm just
Wait,
we can send you home as well.
Actually, none of you would hear it because you're deafened. Never mind. I think
a 24 fail. Oh.
I think Sketh or Tasklin might hear it because he's not deaf, but the three of you right in front of him are all deaf. So, never mind.
As a bonus action, I will grow large.
Right. Can we use sign language? Maybe.
Well, Corbin, if you roll a crit success, then maybe the hatch opens.
Tasklin.
Tasklin is not there, so he wouldn't have heard that, so he'll fly around to where the others are, and seeing that they're at the hatch, he's going to look at it, and give me a quick second. Okay, he's going to quickly make an assumption of the hatch. Yeah, can you see that the hatch, like you said, it started to like pull a little bit. Can you see how thick the hatch is?
How thick it is?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually have diameters. Let me pull up the schematic.
Oh.
It is roughly 0.3 meters.
The
Do
hatch,
with that,
like
like
size or
like inside, in a girth, not girth. What the hell? Width.
Length?
Yeah, width.
It's a square, yeah?
Yeah, like in width, it's 0.3 meters. Length is, I don't know, 3 feet.
Okay, he's going to like hold his thumb and his pinky up and kind of like look at it, like he's calculating things, and then he's going to put a hand on Demetrius' shoulder and cast Dimension Door and visualize where he's going to pop out on the other side of the hat.
Ooh, okay. Give me a second. Let me read Dimension Door just to be.
It's though any location you can see or visualize.
Right. I'm just. Can you go into a place if you can't all fit?
Oh, that's a good question. I think you would cause. I think you get damaged from that. Let
Corbin would be able to fit because it says if I'm in a space that I can't be this size, that I just stay the size that I am.
With you each take 4d6 force damage and the spell fails to tell. If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature traveling with you take 4d6 force damage.
Alright, so let's say you cast a spell, right? You go there, you see Alt Nico. He has slicked back hair, he has a very nice handlebar mustache, and he's at the controls of something. And then he looks, and you see that the space is not big enough to contain all of you, and then the two of you pop back out.
I'm not willing.
So the two of you would both, if you want to drop the d6 damage on both you and Corbin.
Oh, you aren't willing, Demetrius?
No, I'm not willing.
Okay, so I guess Tasklin just goes in.
Oh, you're not taking Corbin, or you're just going by yourself?
He can only take one person at a time.
Okay.
And if Demetrius isn't willing, he's going in by himself.
Alright, so you would not be able to fit. So, and that is what you see before you pop back out and take that force damage.
Okay, let me. I don't think there's no.
Yes, there is. The dimension door damage is there.
There's. Oh, is it?
Yep, I'm looking right at it. Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
Oh, my mistake. Okay, I'll roll it on myself.
And now failure con check. Aww.
Okay, so he was in there for a minute. How big is the space? Is it only like a cockpit or something?
It's like a cockpit, exactly. Like
okay. He's like, there's not that much space in there, but he's in there.
And
have some kind of magic to open this hatch if possible.
And you see the three of them have no idea what the hell you're saying.
Oh, that's right. And I guess that'll be his turn for now.
Estrella.
She will land next to Demetrius. And she will use her action to take one of his candles, snap it in two, and shove it in her ear holes. It's an entire candle.
Okay.
And yeah, that is her turn.
Alright. Amy.
He will put some wax in his ears. And spend his action. Well, I guess he's enlarged now. You already get advantage, right, Corbin?
I think so.
Yeah, advantage strength. Okay, so there's no point in actually using my action to help you. I will instead heal Tasklin.
Sus.
I'll place my hand on his shoulder, and a burst of light sends new energy into him.
That is sus.
Why is that sus?
You healing Tasklin, that's sus.
Well, we're shoulder on shoulder in the back of a terrace. Right now, Tasklin is my homie.
It's true.
Alright, wind Nico, or air Nico.
Amisha say, guys, what if Nico, you ready a dash to slip in, and when Corbin gets close to opening the hatch, giving you like a split second to slip into the little crack that he opens.
And again,
can you do that?
And again, the three of you are deafened.
Yeah, Nico's like,
right. You're completely right. I'm interested. Hold on. Let's see if you can try and decipher this one. He will hold up his hand. He will point at you, and then he will point at the hatch, and then he will point at Corbin, and he will make a tugging motion, like when Corbin lifts up the hatch. Well, I guess that's what he does.
Give me a performance.
Okay.
all right. We got some sign language going on.
I'm pretty good at performance.
And Nico, give me an intelligence.
You want me to give you an intelligence?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Just to see if he can understand what the hell he's trying to do.
And my intelligence isn't so good, but...
So, Corbin and Tasklin, and I guess Estrella, you get this idea and exactly what Demetrius is trying to get Nico to do. Nico, You have no idea what the hell he's trying to say.
I just hold my water hands up.
It's air hands, right?
Air hands, yeah.
Or air hands, yeah, that's right. I'm Air Nico. That's my air hands. I'm like, I don't know, whatever. So, Air Nico's just gonna wait until these guys crack the shell. So he's just gonna sit there.
All right. Vengeance.
So Aziz is alive. Oh, and I'm charged.
No.
Aziz
He's
is back down, and you are recharged.
But he's back down.
He is.
Yeah, Vengeance would have seen Arcadia take a healing potion out of her belt pouch.
Can Vengeance grab that and feed it to Aziz?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that.
So, I'm gonna take another one of those off of me. I'll do it. So I'll take another potion out. And we'll put that on Aziz.
And then Vengeance will say, "Fly away!" And I'm gonna fly as far away as she can get from the Tarrasque.
All right, where is she flying to? She has 80
I
feet
guess.
left. She has 80 feet.
That way, 80 feet.
All right. Aziz.
I guess I would take Arcadia with me until she jumps off.
Are you still? Yeah, I was there. Are you still on Vengeance or no, Arcadia?
Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't have. I guess so.
All right, Aziz, half moment to get up, and then he's going to dash. Which is 120 feet.
Poor guy.
Poor Aziz.
How far up is Vengeance, by the way?
On the ground.
Yep,
Okay, good to
because
know.
we flew down to Aziz.
Okay.
Arcadia.
Okay, let me get this.
What romantic? Between Ametreus and Tascalon?
Well, thank goodness she's carrying her oath bow. She can reach Spike from there, I think. So she's going to shoot at him.
Do you have the range?
Pardon? Do I, or you're telling me I do?
Do you? I'm asking, like, what's the range on the
I
oath
believe
bow?
I do because an oath bow, a longbow has a 600-foot range.
Then she does.
I'm just double checking. Yeah, 150, 600. She has sharpshooter or whatever. All right, let's see.
Misses.
All right, go for another one.
It hits.
And that's all she can do, and I forgot to do the sneak attack. Oh well. Alright, I passed my turn.
Alright, the boys, with these when Arcadia's arrow hits Spike, after her turn's over, Spike's turn begins. That wound that she hit him with the arrow completely closes up, and the arrow pops out and falls to the ground.
Or it floats.
Or it floats up, yeah, I guess it would float. Let's see, so let me move him here for a second. So Australia, Nico, Corbin.
Well, we have wax in our ears, this man.
This one, and that one. Again, this is a con save. If you have your inspiration and you want to use it. And we do this as he roars again. as Aziz once again falls down.
Aziz is being tortured to death. Damn, I feel bad for the little fellow.
Yeah.
But you guys should be able to see that Amitrius has wax in, or Aziz, or Astrea.
But Corbin and Tasklin, you would hear the little Scottish voice coming out of that hatch. You got to get out of here! I have to do this or I cannot go home! Corbin.
I'm going to look at the hatch real quick. Do I see any locks or anything like that?
You do not. You see, I mean, you pulled it up a little bit, but there's no locks or anything.
Alright, then I will continue prying at it with all my might.
Alright, give me a strength.
I should get advantage on this. If I don't, I'll use my inspiration, but I think I do it.
For strength checks?
Yeah, because I'm large. Yep, it did it.
The hatch does not budge.
At all?
At all.
God, Jesus. Do I see anything around the hatch?
So like the hatch itself is up. I'd say it's like popped up like 2 or 3 inches, right? But you don't see anything like obstructing it or like holding it down. It's just a tough ass hatch.
Yeah. What can I do?
Oh, could you imagine if Nico loses concentration on that spell and everybody's on top of Spike and he just falls?
Yeah, instant TPK.
Oh, boy.
Nico, you better plug your ears, man.
Oh boy!
I got
Does he
air
have ears
ears.
to
I
plug?
can't.
He can't. He's an air element, so he can't.
To drop wild shape.
Yeah, but how do I get out of there? I'll have to jump on a dragon's back.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Did you plug your ears?
I use my action to do the thing. I can't plug
Does
my
you
ears.
interact with object?
Can I use my bonus action to
Does-
plug my ears? If I
don't
can, I will.
Don't you have to pull that stuff out of a bag or something like that? Because I know you're not carrying it on a belt.
Yeah, obviously. Can I at least get the stuff out and get it ready?
You can get it out and get it ready.
Okay.
Scuff. Grab it.
Tasklin just gonna, like, after another roar, he's just gonna, like, through gritted teeth say, "Fuck this," and he's gonna cast Wish, and he's gonna cast Knock on the door.
Ooh, Link Noctis.
It's supposed to, let me see if I can find the spell again. No. How do you share that again?
There's a sharing is carrying button. There's like on the top left hand side. Next to the spell, it should be like a little talk box.
There it is.
He got it.
It contains a mundane or magical means. So the hatch pops open, and you see whomever hasn't seen this before sees a little Scottish Nico like at some kind of controls, and he looks up. I have to do this so I can go home. Leave me alone.
We're not gonna let you kill countless people!
I have to.
You're gonna kill your own family?
My family is in the other realm, you stupid fucking sorcerer.
Amitrius, kill this bastard!
Amitrius needs no further motivation.
But I have to do this so I can go home.
Astrea will try to. Actually, she is going to attack him.
Okay. Hits. He goes, ow!
What a funny guy.
Hits.
Wait, what did he say? You broke
Wait,
up.
that hits? Damn.
Ow! This hurts! Stop it! I have to go home! Hits again. And Alt Nico spits blood all over these controls. Anything else from Australia?
No, that's her turn.
Amy.
Amitrius is going to temporarily, like Arcadia did, remove an earplug, and he's going to say, "Turn this thing off, or die." How does Nico reply?
Don't understand. I cannot go home to me family. If I don't do this, he will not. He is the only one who can get us home.
We can help you.
How?
We can teleport you home.
You can teleport us to different dimensions.
And I will deceive him. I will say yes.
And he looks at you and... You can get all of us home.
Yes, I can. Turn this thing off.
And you see him contemplating.
I will, unbeknownst to him, ready my action to attack him if I get the idea that when it's his chance, he doesn't turn it off.
Okay. Air Nico.
Okay, so is Alt Nico still at the controls?
He is.
Alright. Air Nico's gonna pluck him out.
Nice.
He's gonna reach in and grab him by the scruff of his neck and yank him out from the controls.
Blow him out of there.
Give us that ability
Yeah.
check.
You're not gonna let him turn it off? Okay. You
Oh.
can figure it out yourselves.
Well, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how to turn it off, but I can't
Exactly.
speak.
Oh, well, I don't know. Were you deafened this entire time?
Yeah, I'm
so
deaf.
I guess you didn't hear the conversation
Yeah.
we had just now. Okay.
You can try to mime again.
Yeah, Air Nico's not too smart.
No. Funnily enough.
Plus, he would just assume Amitrius wants to kill him.
Yeah, because that's
That's
Demetrius.
I mean, hold on. You did see Amitrius talk to him and hold up his axe, but not attack him.
Yeah.
So at least you know that he didn't try to kill him, at least.
Alright, Air Nico's gonna hold his hand, his arm up, and then make a slashing thing across his neck.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, like to kill the machine.
Alright.
I don't know if Alt Nico understands that.
He looks scared as he's looking up at you, blood dripping down his face.
I shake the Promethean fire at him, the spear.
Alright.
And I don't know what else he does. Because I can't talk and I'm deaf, so...
Yeah, trying to intimidate.
Intimidate?
So you're
Well, no, like, he
at knife point.
Yeah, you're just you're intimidating him, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll try that.
That's at least better than plucking him out.
Yeah. Let's see. Vengeance can do.
Yeah, vengeance.
Aziz ain't doing too good.
Oh, Aziz is down again. Oh, and vengeance is also deaf. So what does she do?
She will fly towards Aziz and try to put wax in her ears if she can.
Okay.
I don't think she has wax. Or does she?
She doesn't have wax unless Arcadia gives her some.
She would try to get it from Arcadia.
Does she know if Arcadia has wax? I mean,
She saw Arcadia put it in. Before.
Thanks, Arcadia. You know, we're kind of
Just
fighting for our
assume
lives
she has
here.
it.
I don't think we need to worry about the wax. Give her the wax.
well, does she like look like she wants to put something in her ears?
Yeah, Vengeance is trying to grab wax from Arcadia as she can. Take this. Oh, there it's back.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it. As he opens his eyes again. He's all
Someone better
beaten
definitely
up.
more get bone.
He's all beaten up and shit.
He just keeps going.
He just keeps going down, yeah.
Aziz gets the worst of these.
Poor Aziz.
I know.
Anything else from Arcadia?
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's her action. So I guess I'll just pass it.
Alright, so Alt Nico, he holds up his hands and he goes to stand up and he says, okay. And before he does anything else, he pushes a button and Spike roars again. He says,
Okay, does that trigger my health attack?
and he says, oops! And yes, it does.
Oh, that motherfucker.
He says, oops, my bad.
That piece of shit.
Does
he
he
fucking
take damage
tricked
from the door
us.
too, since the door's open?
Why didn't it? Hang on. It didn't.
Yo, Chris Phil.
Why did it?
I got a 30, so open that past.
Goes, pops, oops.
Just as I chop off Nico's head, we fucking.
Oh yeah, like the roar still goes off as Alt Nico dies. His head gets chopped off, and he says, "Thank you." Oh, and reverse gravity expires. Oh
I just
no!
got kicked off the table again. Did anybody else get kicked off the table? I'll move it out again.
There's literally nothing I can do about it without like dicking around through settings. But reverse gravity failed. This went away.
How?
Look at your the effect. Reverse gravity expired on Nicodemus.
You failed the con save.
Did I really?
Fuck your ears, man. Wait, you roll a 26.
I'm looking at reverse gravity expires. Does nobody else see that?
Is that on which Nicodemus though? Is it on the dead Nicodemus or the live one?
It's
Yeah.
it's the only Nicodemus is the only one who had that spell on him. Because like Alt Nico is titled as Alt Nico.
Okay, he took 30 damage. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I see the con save is actually hidden. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, especially because how many people are on top of Spike as he falls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well,
Corbin's
Australia's
flying.
flying. so she can just stay flying, but Amitrius
So
is
can
moved, I
Corbin.
guess.
So Demetrius.
Oh, did I lose wild shape?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm dead.
Can Estrella up attack Amitrius with a grapple?
No. Because he is her friend.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Oh boy. Let me get these out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know how to calculate how much damage it's going to be. Like 10d10 just from the falling. Oh no, Taskin has wings. Unless that expired on him too. No, he made a save. He made a save. So Taskin, unless you want to fall, unless you want to fall, Task, but I don't think you would. Oh.
No, he's gonna let his wings carry him away.
Much damage.
So I think it's like 10d6, and then another 10d6 when he falls on top.
Yeah.
By 2.
That works. So 20d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, rat boys, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Ow.
Oh,
As this big ass Tarask falls, earthquake, boom, and the two of you are underneath of it.
Ooh, I'm close to death now.
64 plus 59, 123. What's that? 37.
Nico's pretty beat up.
Yeah, same.
96. But just imagine like the sound that causes.
Oh, that sounds
a big ass earthquake.
It's like a
I just imagine that we are like
off.
buried in like 10 feet of snow now.
Yeah.
That thing ground us into the dirt.
It'd be like a volcano erupting.
Oh boy, how the hell are you guys gonna get out of that one now?
Well, I hope the thing gets back up.
No one's at the controls.
No one's at the controls, so as it falls, it does not move.
Like at all? It doesn't move
It
at all?
doesn't
Like,
move.
it's
It
waving?
does not move at all. Its feet, its tail, its legs, everything is in the same exact place as it was when.
Oh god.
Okay, hold on. Let's see, what spells do I have? Jesus.
So wait, so they're pinned underneath it,
They are pinned underneath of it.
Oh,
but so is
man.
the hatch, right? So I can't get to the hatch.
So is the
we're
hatch.
at
Yeah,
the hatch.
they're like for all intents and purposes, like all that you guys can see, like everything below that line is underground.
Are we still in combat then?
Well, how are you going to get out before you suffocate?
I mean, yeah, that's something we're gonna have to RP out, I guess.
Yeah, because you're like, I would say, what, like 30 feet underground now? In the dirt,
Yeah.
suffocating.
I think I can hold my breath for like a few minutes. Let's see, hold breath. A number of minutes equal to 1 plus its constitution modifier. So I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
See, a number around suffocate creature.
Minutes. 3 minutes.
It's minutes? Wait, where's... Oh, you usually hold breath spell?
No, a creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its constitution modifier. When a creature runs out...
Oh, yeah, I see it.
So Corbin will yell to
30
Tascalin and
rounds.
say, "Can you enlarge me?
What makes you think I can enlarge you?
You have magic. You can wish
Not
for
that kind of
things.
magic.
He's not that kind of
When
wizard.
have I ever done a large?
Can you wish for things?"
I already used my wish.
Oh.
Can you see them? Maybe they're not underneath him.
I'm gonna fly and sprint down to where they are.
Alright, hang on. Give me a second. So, Demetrius, you can hold your breath for 3 minutes? Right? Alright, Nico can hold his breath for also 3 minutes. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's do this in real time. Just to have some fun. I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes. How do we get out of this?
Well, I'm gonna look around. Can I still see the hatch?
You are in the dirt. You have blind sense. Yes, you can see the hatch. But how are you going to move?
I'm going to.
Drummond would fly down and start digging towards the hatch.
Alright.
Asque's going to look at the Tarrasque, visualize the cockpit, and use Dimension Door to pop into it.
Okay. You pop into the cockpit, and you have a con. So you can hold your breath for 5 minutes.
He's going to, with his blind sight, he's going to look over the controls, make sure not to touch the button that causes the roar, and he's going to start pulling levers to try and get the thing to move.
Are you sure?
Can I do a check to make sure, like, he's... Can I do a check, like, as he's looking over the controls to try and figure it out?
Yeah, what kind of check? You've never seen these kind of controls before. Like, you've never seen these before.
Intelligence, maybe? Just figuring out with sheer smarts?
Okay, you can do intelligence with disadvantage in the tower.
I'll use my inspiration to take away that disadvantage.
Alright.
So what do you want, a straight ability check, intelligence?
Straight intelligence, yes.
Oh wait, where the hell's the tower? Ah, there it is. Always moves.
Well, then stop moving it.
Come on, big money.
And roll that again. Roll that one more time because Mad Cow spot you advantage.
Hold on. Woo! I'll say Tascalin.
He doesn't know.
How would you know he's in there? And talk like you got.
Teleported in.
Wouldn't you have to open your mouth to talk? So stop holding your breath.
Okay. Yeah. Is there like dirt in front of my mouth?
Oh, yeah, you're under the ground. Like you're in the dirt.
Okay, then I'm going to poke Nico. Nico is right next to me, right? He was next to me, so he's buried there as well.
Yeah.
Should be.
What would you say? You want me to roll that again?
Yeah, we'll roll that one more time in the tower.
Okay.
I'm going to poke Nico. I'm going to like dig out a little bit of space. Like I'm going to try and dig where our faces are to create a bit of a room in the sand.
Okay.
And can I like communicate with him if I like dig off?
You have a little bit, yeah.
I will tell him polymorph us into moles.
And while that's going on, Tascalin, you see a bunch of like. Hang on, let me pull up a cockpit schematic. You see a bunch of different buttons and dials and levers. You just start pushing them at will.
Please don't push the roar button.
He'll look for what looks like moving controls, and he'll like gingerly pull one.
Alright, when you do so, nothing happens.
Okay, he'll start pulling other levers and controls.
So, Nico, did you get the message?
Oh yeah.
He'll start pulling levers until something happens.
And you can hold your breath for 5 minutes. Okay.
And meanwhile, I'm digging towards them. I don't know how far I can move per minute.
I mean, you're digging. Yeah, you can dig. If you are able to get to them in time, we will get there. Tasklin, you're pushing all these buttons and levers and what looks like controls. Nothing happens.
Oh boy.
It's probably only can be used by Alt Nico.
Okay. In that case, he'll turn around and try and start digging up out of the dirt to see if he can find Demetrius and maybe dimension door us out of there, or Nico if they're close to the door.
Give us a perception.
Okay. Remember, I do have blind sight while this is happening.
I am aware.
Me too.
Okay.
You are in the dirt, though.
Yeah, I am in the dirt.
All right, you see a little hole, and you can hear some Demetrius's voice coming out of that hole.
Okay, he's gonna reach to the hole, and does he feel Demetrius?
Yes, but you're not sure what part of Demetrius that is.
He doesn't care. He's going to use Dimension Door to pop him out. He's going to make a best guess estimate of what's a distance away from the terrace onto the ground, but I'll leave it up to you where he actually pops out.
Alright, so the party, well, I guess not the party, but whomever is not digging, you see Tasklin pop out with Demetrius, grabbing him by his member.
Oh, come on.
What the hell, bro?
This guy is hard.
And you knew that was going to happen.
I'm just going to ignore that gracefully, and I will say, Nico will be fine.
Nico will be fine.
Nico's fine.
Nico's fine.
Nico's good. Nico
And
will be fine.
Corbin, as you're digging, you get down and you see Nico chilling.
Oi!
I'll wave at him.
I'm a dwarf. I love underground.
I assume I'm near Alt Nico too, so I'll drag Alt Nico's body up then, if I can.
Okay.
And I'll say, guys, are you thinking what I'm thinking? This looks like we can control it now.
No, I
already tried the controls. It doesn't respond.
Well, I have a bit of magic that should let me figure out how it works.
I'm gonna look at Alt Nico's body after I drag it out.
All right.
Well, now that there's a hole, I'm gonna expand the hole a little bit with the shovel.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast comprehend languages on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and decipher the controls with that.
Okay. And you are able to do so.
I'm going to try and make it stand up, turn over.
So you press the button and the controls that is supposed to make it do so. Nothing happens.
Do I get the idea that this thing is out of power?
You've
I'm
never
gonna try and make it slap its tail on the ground.
And nothing happens.
This thing is busted. I'm gonna look around for any damage. Is there damage?
Yes, a little bit. Well, it did just fall. It did just fall 100 feet down, so yeah, there's damage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's makes sense. All right. This thing is busted. I'll crawl back out and say, I know my magic can let me operate it, but it's broken. It doesn't do anything.
Well, while that's going on,
yeah.
go ahead.
I mean,
Find
you can
anything
come
on
back if
Nico?
you like.
Do any of you know any skilled artificers?
None more skilled than in graphic service. I think we need to see if we can completely destroy this thing. If we can't fix
I
it.
mean, I think it's probably destroyed. I don't want to spend time doing. Well, Arcadia's far away. She sees that things have looked like they're
Is Aziz still dead?
resolved. And yes, well,
Aziz is still
I've
down,
been trying to say this. This is what I've been trying to say, but I was letting you guys RP. While that's all happening, Arcadia would have cast, and a little cat would have appeared next to Aziz. Can I go ahead and just heal him for the 3 times the cat would be around while they're digging out?
Absolutely.
Okay, so healing spirit. Level 2, I'm going to mark off a level 2 spell slot. And I was going to say, as she sees that things have looked resolved, she would take the earplugs out of her ears. Let's see, healing spirit.
Man, that earplug thing saved us. Without that, we would have 100% died.
Yep. And getting close to also helped a lot too, because he can't do anything without hitting himself.
Okay, Reese is back up.
Richard says, if we just leave this thing here, I have no doubt that graphics people will come and try and repair it or recover it. Maybe we can get the Metrosians to store this thing for us and work on repairing it.
Yes, and then Arcadia would say, I want to get to Themis. The lightning is approaching them.
And as you're saying that, it starts raining. And you did not find anything on Nico.
Well,
I throw him away like a ragdoll.
We need to secure the situation here, and then we can see where we're going to go next and what resources we have left. I think Corbin, maybe you should go and get like the Dragon Lords, and they can like use their dragons to maybe drag Spike somewhere safe, something like that.
I mean, I can fly back to the city. We're not that far outside the city.
And I guess we can tell them that the danger has passed, or do you guys think we should still do something here?
Well, aren't the other cities in danger too?
Arcadia would say, we need to get to Themis.
And as she says that again, lightning crackles.
So,
Can anyone talk to dead Alt Nico? Are you that kind of wizard, Pascal?
I mean, I cut off his head, and I'm not sure how talkative he's gonna be.
Where's
Take his head with us.
What
Give
did you
me
say, Tess?
Demetrius, bring me his head.
I will toss the head over to Tascalin and still get its beard attached, like there's now like a wet mop.
Yeah, and his eyes are open wide and his tongue's sticking out.
He's just Taz doing a kind of like grimace, but then he'll pull out the staff of the White Necromancer and cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
Nice. Nice, it came in handy. Meanwhile,
Wow,
Arcadia's
yeah.
gonna... Does she perceive that this lightning is coming from something not like because she knows that the other two titans that are attacking are lightning based? Does she get any feeling that that's what's coming instead? That rather than regular lightning?
Roll a nature, actually. Roll me a nature.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Yes.
What?
Sorry, what were you like? Sorry, your question was.
This is something like supernatural. This is not a regular storm. Like maybe like one of the titans is coming now.
Correct. Like supernatural.
Okay,
Like, is it approaching us?
Nope. All you see is lightning and rain and.
Arcadia says to the others, "This is not a normal storm that's approaching. I think I don't know if one of the titans is leaving to come to us, or it's not going to Pythoria instead, or something. But whatever this lightning is, it's not natural."
Right. Well, neither is this snow. I think we need to get back to Mitros, tell them the evacuation is off, and then go to the next Titan.
As Tascalin is holding the head, you cast a spell. You have 5 questions.
Oh God, careful, Tascalin. Don't say anything
And
unnecessary.
remember, I will be very literal. So if you ask to say something like, "Is it a yes or no question?" Yes or no.
What are
I
the
would
other
suggest-
titans?
What? No. It has to be yes or no. He just said
No. I'm just saying, like, if he posed a question like that. Now, he can ask any question you want.
Right, but we know what the other titans are.
You should let him ask. Come on.
We assume
Okay, I'll
what
let
they
him
are.
ask. Okay.
We assume what they are, but we don't actually know for sure. But so it's not just yes or no. We can answer like complicated questions.
Let's see. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, quick, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they don't let you use it in Baldur's Gate on people you kill. So they're just gonna give you shit.
Okay. So, okay. In that case, Gravik will look to the group. We have 5 questions.
I thought
Gravik?
your question was a good one. Just ask the one you asked.
Okay. What are the
I
other
don't know.
titans?
And he says, a dragon, a storm, scion, titan-looking thing, and a dragon, big dragon with no wings.
Where is Gravik?
Gravik is in his temple.
Where is Gravik's temple located?
There are many of Gravik's temples.
Demetrius, enough.
There's 3.
Arcadia would ask, this lightning, is a Titan coming here?
I don't know.
Who else? Oh wait, no. Scratch that.
We have one more question, right?
Right.
And he says,
What else
yes you
Other
do.
than
No.
the Titans is Gravik planning?
To kill you all.
Well, I guess that was
Well,
obvious.
Thank
My
you.
bad, guys.
and the head goes limp.
Tasklin will walk over to Nico's body and put the head on the chest, and he will cast Spare the Dying on the body with the staff, which doesn't use any charges.
Why are you doing that?
He was coerced by Gravik into doing this. He's no better than what we are.
I can spare the dying work on a headless person.
Oh, the spare the dog. What is the thing that makes so that the body won't decay?
So hang on. Spare the dying can be used on a creature that has been decapitated.
Awesome.
Oh wow!
Okay, hold on. I have a better idea. Why don't we just torch this guy before Gravik resurrects him as an undead servant?
Or we could revive him and question him thoroughly, and then
No, that's a waste of magic.
We need to go. We need to go back to the city, and then we need to
Yes.
go save the other cities.
And I will whistle for Astrea, and I will say, here, a little snack, and she will eat.
Oh Jesus!
She looks at
There you
she is disgusted as she eats it, and she takes some
Why?
over. She takes some over to Aziz.
Wait, what did you just feed her?
Body of El Nico.
Like, I want this corpse gone before he gets the Agrius tree.
Gonna bury it.
Revive. So Gravik can still fight it. Now it's gonna dissolve in the dragon acid.
But when he tries to do that, Tasklin's gonna step in the way.
Why do you care so much about this dwarf? He's an enemy.
Only because Gravik manipulated and used him, like us.
But Gravik never used me. Listen,
And
all Gravik's gonna do is bring that thing back to life. How are you
Should've
going
asked
to
how to
make sure that
control-
doesn't happen?
You should have asked how to control this Taresk.
that's
Then we could've
right,
taken
you
it
probably
into
should have asked
battle.
him that.
I know how to control this Tarask, but it's broken. I already figured it out.
Oh,
But also remember, the players don't know that Agrius is resurrected.
But
That is
Anyways-
100% correct. Yeah, no one knows about that.
we're heading back to the city anyways. We can leave the body at the palace under guard.
All that for a guy that just tried to wipe out Mitras.
Who was doing it because he was told his family he would be reunited with his family. He's
I
gonna
don't
look
care.
over at Nico.
Which
back
kind
over
of is a
Nico.
lie, because it, like, lore-wise, Nico has his alternate family. Nico's regular family, original Nico, our Nico's family passed over. Our Nico has that Nico's family.
But that Nico doesn't necessarily know that.
Do what you will, but I will tell the people of the city that it was this man that tried to destroy them, and then we'll see what they do with his corpse.
Well, he's already paid for his crime, hasn't he? And he's gonna like look down at the severed head.
Well, the severed head was the severed head has like little tendrils connecting it back to the body since you spare the dying with it.
Yeah.
I say I don't have time to argue, and he will mount a stray and begin flying towards Mitros.
And
follow.
Don't leave me!
Pascal will look towards Aziz if he would carry him back with the body.
Aziz looks in zero condition to fly anybody back.
Okay.
And
in that case,
may I remind you that Alt Nico just tried to kill Aziz like 10 times?
Yeah, like
he's already
and he threw him 100 feet down to the ground. Like, his wings are shredded.
But Aziz never saw though. It was Alt Nico.
No.
Well, he's got like a pretty high intelligence.
But that, and he's in zero condition to like fly anybody back.
Okay, in that case, he'll start walking back with Aziz then, and he'll put Alt Nico's body on him to carry.
All right, and we're leaving the Teresk here. Obviously,
but before Amitrus leaves, he gives you one last disgusted look, like, and then he flies away.
Vengeance will pick up Arcadia, and Corvin will fly back to the city. And you see him with a sending stone, saying, "Hello, hello, it's broken. Hello."
Nico will have to polymorph into a bird and fly.
And
I'm gonna. I'll fly straight to the castle.
it only lasts for a minute.
As Pascaline is walking alongside Aziz, he's gonna try and pick up like small chat. Aziz, was the party always like this, or are we becoming something foul?
Well, they weren't always like this. Usually, sometimes they were worse, but like once Gravik did what he did, then they seemed like they had a purpose.
I see. But what good is it if we become just as bad as Gravik?
I hope we're not.
Some days it feels like we are.
But you saved me, so I thank you.
Well, you're part of the group.
He doesn't realize that Arcadia's the one who fed him all the potions and gave him that cat.
Oh, I must admit, Aziz, I believe that was Arcadia. We were busy trying to deal with the Tarask at the time.
Okay. So and he keeps limping.
Are you okay? I would heal you, but I don't have any spells right now that would be able to assist you.
I don't feel very good. I don't think I can fly right now.
No, don't. You don't have to fly. If you want to rest, we can. Oh, hold on a moment. I think I might be able to help you, actually. And he'll stop and dig into his bag of holding and pull out 5 potions of healing, and he'll like toss them up to him, because assuming he'll just eat the whole thing, because he's a dragon with a little bit of glass.
Yeah.
And he'll give him 5 of them.
Alright, I hope you don't drop all of them onto him.
Okay, potion, I don't have just a normal potion of healing. Okay,
Bruh.
I need to...
I can do it for you.
Okay, can you do that?
Another potion of healing?
I believe so. Just let me double check to be on the safe. Yeah, that's another potion of healing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that better?
A little bit. I thank you so much. But the glass kind of hurt.
Yeah, I thought you would be able to, when it cut you such thing as glass, but do you want more?
Well, you know what would really make me feel good?
What?
Do you have any gold?
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, we burnt it all earlier. Spent a lot of it, but sure. He's gonna pull out 60 gold pieces and hold it up to him.
And you see his eyes grow large, and he opens his mouth. Could you just set it inside for now?
Sure. And he'll put it in his mouth.
It all fits in his mouth, and he looks very happy, and he says, "Thank you." And
No, don't mention it, but we should get moving now. Do you feel well enough to fly, or do you still wish to walk?
he said, "I'll try." And like flaps his wings, and like looks like he's about to take off, and then like collapse into the snow.
And you're having a little sigh as he's pulling out more health potions. You'll feed 5 more to him.
Meanwhile, the rest of the party is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, but he'll keep dumping health potions down Aziz's throat.
Yeah, and you can save him. I mean, you'll make it back to Mitros. He'll make it back. He'll just need the rest. So you can save him.
Okay, then that's it. Tasklin gets lags behind, but he gets back to Mitros with everyone.
And as the rest of
whilst we are flying, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I want to say something to Corbin. Whilst we are flying, I will fly up next to him and I will say, Corbin, I will go to the palace and tell the guards that they can stop evacuating and that we have defeated the Tarrasque. Can you go to the Dragon Lords and get them all here to pick up or destroy the corpse?
Yes, I will.
Okay, and then Amitrus will split off from Corbin to fly in their separate directions.
Okay.
Corbin puts the center down. This thing is broken.
And how about Arcadia and Nico?
Nico polymorphs into a eagle and flies to Mitros with the rest of the crew.
Okay. Is he doing anything special like when you get back, or just?
He's gonna make sure that his family is safe, and then go back to the castle with everybody else and tell the. Well, I guess the queen is gone, right?
Yeah. So as you guys are flying back in, you see like hell's kind of like breaking loose in Mitros. Like there's a lot of people that are running around like evacuating. Like you can see like scores of people like filing out of the city, but at the same time you see some of the city, like different parts of the city, are on fire, and people
not again.
And people are kind of running around stealing shit.
Oh, shit.
All right.
We got to get the guards back in order.
I'm trying to find the commander of the guard somewhere. Like I'm flying over, seeing where the most guards are located.
Yeah, you'll see one, and he's like barking orders, like, do this, do that, blah blah blah.
I will land next to him. Do I recognize him? Is he the guy that I gave the orders to last time?
Yes, and he looks at you and, oh, it's you. What do you want? You gonna help?
He was calling me Lord Demetrius like 5 minutes ago.
I know he was like shitting his pants before. Now he's all Mr. Man.
Well, he's in charge of evacuating the city, so you don't got time for it.
I'll say good news. We just defeated the Titan. Mitros is safe.
And he looks at you.
You can stop the evacuation and get the riots under control. But we still need to save the other cities.
He goes, okay. Are you sure?
You know, yes, I'm sure. We're having the Dragon Lords retrieve or destroy the body now.
Why would you destroy it? Why don't you use it for meat?
It's too dangerous.
It's not even... Oh, that's right, it is.
Right. Well, I'll leave you to your duties. Make sure to get the city under control. Is there any other problems that Mitros is dealing with aside from the looting?
Well, and he looks around. Like, well, this snow or this rain is new.
Yeah.
And the looting, and
Yeah.
and
You need
the
to
queen.
get that under control.
Who knows where the queen is? Are you not going to help us get this under control? This is your city too, Lord.
Well, right now the entire world is in danger. And Mitros is safe for the time being.
I see.
We have more important things to do than quell the citizens. That is your task.
Where's
But
the
I
queen?
suppose maybe we can do a flyby and try to intimidate him a little.
Where's the queen?
Well, I was hoping you would know that, but it seems that she has other plans.
She abandoned you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Demetrius will stand up and say, "Not so fast, Nico. We don't know what she's doing. She might as well be trying to save the city in her own way. Let's assume the best."
All right, and
then,
good.
yeah. And then Demetrius would fly off to find Corbin and the Dragon Lords.
All right. And Corbin's with the Dragon Lords. They're all flying around, like helping people evacuate. And the main or the second command Dragon Lord comes up to Corbin. Ah, Lord Corbin, you're back.
Yes, call off the evacuation. We need to go out outside the city and take care of the carcass of the Titan Tarask.
And
see if you can destroy it.
The Dragon Roars. Well, you're with the guard at this moment.
Oh, it's still at this moment. Okay.
Yeah, because like taking place at the same time. So and he looks at you. But what about meat? Maybe we can just cut it up. And that's a lot of meat.
Well, that's fine as long as it's destroyed.
All right, we will do so. And what about everything else? The looting and the evacuation. If we stop that, that's fine. But and what the queen or what Percy was saying about others.
Well, we're going to help the other cities. You need to make sure this city is safe and that the Tarask is completely destroyed.
All right, we will do our best.
You will do me proud, I am sure.
Thank you, Corbin.
I say, away. And I need a break. I just beat a Tarask, practically by myself.
That does not surprise me with your prowess and your great strength.
You already know that the herald is riding on his lips. Demetrius, slayer of this dragon.
Yep, sure is.
And then I will sit down and rest while I wait for the others to come.
All right.
I'm gonna go and fly to over the city with Astrea, and I'm going to fly to some looters, and I'm going to like hover above them like a police helicopter, and she's gonna like spit some acid into the air over there, and I'm gonna tell her, "Go home, you damn bastards!" I'm gonna do the guard a favor, I guess.
And you see them, this particular set of looters, they're holding like a bunch of like potions and stuff, and they see Astrea spit acid, and they drop the potion, they shatter everywhere as they take off running.
And I will yell, the evacuation is over, Mitros is safe, and I will do that in a few spots before meeting up with Corbin.
Fair enough. Are we going to, like, you going to sit here and rest, like, in Mitros, or are you going to, like, try to go somewhere else before resting, or how?
Well, I want at least an hour. I want at least a short rest.
Okay.
Well, I'm just thinking we're pretty beat up after one Titan. I don't think we're going to be able to face any Titan without a long rest.
Arcadia is frantic.
Yeah, she wants to get the Themis, I bet.
Yeah, but
How long
if
does it
we're,
take to get the Themis?
She is.
we need the magic to go there. Like Tasclay needs a rest. He's almost dead.
She is looking. She continues to look at the storm to see if she thinks that one of those other Titans is coming there instead.
Give us a nature. It does not appear so.
Okay.
So we know that Themis is under attack, Arisia, and finally Pythoria. I mean, I guess we can go to Themis next.
Arcadia has been saying we need to go to Themis. She's been saying that for the last
But
hour.
not before a long rest, because we need Tasclin's magic to even bring us there.
How long does it normally take to get there?
3 days.
Does he have a spell that can teleport us there if she's at full power?
Well, you don't have teleport, do you, Scott?
He has wish.
You'd have to. Yeah, you'd have to. He won't blow wish to get there. Yeah.
That's the only way we can get there in less than like 2 days or whatever using the Ultros.
Yeah, because he doesn't even have teleportation circle or anything.
Arcadia is going to see the looting.
Don't the temples have teleportation circles that we could pay to use?
No, I don't think there was one ever was one on Themis.
There are teleportation circles here in. Oh yeah. But maybe Nico can use his orb to scry Themis and show it to Tasclin, and then Tasclin can use that image to teleport us.
But he doesn't have teleport.
Right.
That's the thing. He'd have to use plane shift or not, or whatever it was. Or no, I guess he. Yeah, you wish to teleport, but yeah.
Arcadia is going to look. She sees the looting. She's gonna push people aside and look in a magic shop and see if she can find a scroll of teleportation.
I mean, you can roll for it.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
Give me a second.
Arcadia's gonna loot.
Emergency confiscation.
I don't think you could even read it.
Okay, she's going to put on her helm of comprehending languages.
Okay.
And go looking.
All right. Roll. You have the double ot die, right? To roll d20. Yeah. Roll that double ot die. 90 and above, you can find one.
Do it.
Did that read? No.
No.
Did that read?
No.
What the fuck? Oh, fuck, I got a 98. Shit.
Oh.
It's not reading. I guess you're going to have to do it for me.
All right. You do not.
Damn it. Well, it took me 3 turns to get a 98, so oh well.
So she does not find a scroll teleport.
Alright, well, guess what? She is going to kneel down and pray to Kentamane.
Okay.
And ask him, tell him that his daughters are in danger and we need to get to Themis. And ask for his blessing.
And you feel no response.
Well, and some miracle happens.
But with that, really quick, I gotta pee. Let's go back at past.
Alright.
Okie doke.
Let's see a cheater in the chat. Alright, stream. We'll be back in 10 minutes, so if you go away, please come back. And we'll see what happens from there. Not even 10 minutes, we're coming back at past, so we'll see you shortly.
I should clarify that before she did the long rest, she would have asked Nico to cast scrying, so Tasklin could see what Venus looks like.
Perfect.
Might be a problem.
You can use the crystal orb for it. I believe it has.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not tuned to it right now.
No, you can use the orb to cast. Oh, you're not attuned to the orb. Oh, okay, yeah.
I gotta be attuned to the crystal ball first.
Do you have scrying attuned yourself? Or the spell? Because then you can just use it as a region.
I don't even have scrying prepared.
Okay,
right
well,
now.
basically, Arcadia would have talked to Nico and explained what they wanted to do. So, if it's the long rest, he would have been able
I could long rest and attune to it.
And prepare scrying.
Prepare it, absolutely. So I'll just get rid of his that.
Now the question is Tasklin willing to take you there?
The helm. Yeah, I'm sure he will.
After a long rest, has the situation around us changed?
Well, it was an immediate long rest from Cheater in the chat.
Oh, was there? Oh, that's awesome.
Corbin was just getting ready to lay down in the Dragon's Orb, and all of a sudden he feels better. Oh, I guess I wasn't tired after all.
I ain't heard no fat lady.
I would grab vengeance and I would look for the others.
Is the Ultros arriving at Mitros?
Yes. The Ultros has docked.
And then I would fly towards the Ultros and land there.
And you see Barina calmly barking orders.
And I would update her of the situation and what has transpired.
And she looks at you. You be a Terrest, right?
Why do you doubt me? Even after all that I've done already.
So who really killed it?
It was me. Well, I suppose technically we didn't kill it, but yeah, we beat it.
And as you say that, you see your Harold the Herald writing down notes.
It was a mighty battle. It wasn't just a regular, completely covered in armor.
And he says, "Ooh, the armored Terrest."
After spinning a tale about the mighty battle of the heroes together against the Terrest, he would, I guess, inform Nico to bring his family to the Ultra for safety.
And I forget. Well, Arcadia, what was the girl's name? That was Tasklin's friend. I forget. But I know you have notes somewhere.
Wait, what? Which one?
The girl who was like Tasklin's friend her bully. Task bully.
Hold on a second.
I can't remember.
Hold on a second. I'll figure it out in a second.
Well, anyways, while that's going on, so as you're describing it, Demetrius, she comes up and she has like a worried look in her eyes, and she says, "What about Tasklin?"
He's fine. He should be here any moment.
He survived. He's okay.
Oh yes, he was very useful. He helped us defeat it, and he carried his weight.
Percolus,
yeah. And she looks at you, and you see like relief in her eyes, and she starts to say something, and sees Tasklin, and she says, "About damn time," and she walks off.
Oh, she's still here? Surprised she hasn't run off to, I don't know, work the streets.
Oh,
No.
your new bride.
No, I'm working with. No, I'm trying to bed your father now, boy. And she walks off.
It's
Wait, what did she
Yeah,
say?
your size.
Wait, what did she say?
I'm trying to bed your father now, boy.
Oh,
No, that shouldn't be too hard. He's good with loose women.
You two need to get a room. It's time to man up, and you should visit her cabin.
Shut up, Demetrius. What's the plan? He's gonna say as he wipes his brow from the sweat from the walk.
You do
So
have
we,
enough magic to take us to Themis.
Yeah, Arcadia would ask Nico to scribe for Themis,
sure.
so he can show Taskelin what Themis looks like.
So, Nico,
Oddly
goes
enough,
to
I
this-
feel quite refreshed after that walk. I think I can manage it.
And
Yeah,
Arcadia silently thanks Kentamaine for his blessing.
And at that, you see Aziz flying by. He looks really refreshed, and he lands on his old perch and deposits some money on top of it.
And Taskin will take off the Nico's body and lay it down on the ground.
You brought that thing here.
And Verena says, "Get that shit off my deck! What the hell's wrong with you?"
bury it at
That's my
sea.
deck.
Take care of this body. I'm going to revive it at the end of all this.
You're gonna revive? What the hell's wrong with you? Get that shit off my deck! Don't listen to him, Demetrius. That's my deck.
We have a lot of other things to revive before even considering this madman.
Look, Demetrius, I know that you would do nothing for your family, but some people like this individual would destroy an entire city to be reunited with his. We cannot fault him for that. He was manipulated and did what he thought was right.
It's not wrong.
Whatever his motives were, it has nothing to do with us. I would much rather resurrect, for example, Kyra than this dwarf.
Well, that's your decision. My decision is I will revive this man once we are done here.
I doubt you have the magic powerful enough for that, but the Caduceus could do it.
Well, time will tell. Anyways, I just request that his body be kept here.
I know what you say. He will think it over for a moment and say, "Very well. You carried your weight during the fight. I suppose. If you want to waste your resources like this, I mean, you're a grown man. You can make your own decisions.
And
Even if I disagree, I'm not gonna be petty about it. And I'll get some centaur and say, put this thing in a box and put it in the hold."
And you see Verena look at the body, and then look at Nicodemus. Look at the body and says, "You got a twin or something?"
No alternate realities. He comes from a different dimension.
What the fuck?
And Nico, did you bring your family here? I assume fully gone before this happens, or they haven't arrived yet, or?
I believe they're back home now.
Okay, you want to bring them to the Ultras for protection?
Should be fine in the city.
Alright.
Unless another Tarrasque comes and tries to destroy it. Didn't we quell the riots?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're still kind of going on, but like they're getting dealt with.
Well, the guards are getting things back in order. That's good. Nico does cast scrying for Arcadia, and I don't know. Let's see what he sees.
Aston will watch the images and just kind of in silence, and then once it's over, he's like, "It's okay. What was the point of that? What do you want? It's a very lovely landscape."
Well,
Do we see anything?
we want you
in
to
the
teleport us
crystal?
there.
You want, okay. A few ground rules with that. I can only teleport 8 people at a time. So who's going with us? And there's chance of failure. I have to stress that.
Arcadia's the first to speak up.
So, really quick, before you do that, you hear what kind of sounds like trumpets, and like coming from the deck or from the dock. And as you look, you see two centaurs completely decked out, and they come clopping up to the dock or to the ship.
I will go and meet them.
And they look at you. Ah, Lord Demetrius, I'm glad that you're here. We have brought. We had a letter and a proclamation, and we were delivering it to the Ultros that you asked the Ultros to be delivered to the Ultros.
All right, let me hear it or see it, I guess.
And he says, "Hear ye, hear ye. The High Chieftain Lord Demetrius hereby invites you to the betrothal of his great son Bragos to one Lesia to take place in 2 weeks' time. Hear ye, come all, or do not come at all." And then and he looks at you and gives you a nod.
Is this a joke? I never made such a proclamation.
And he looks at you.
Who told you to do this?
And they look at each other confused. And you did?
When?
3 days ago.
3 days ago. That's not possible. I wasn't in Thylea. Where was this?
And they look at each other again, and our main base and the steps.
And I will take out the map and I will ask them to point it out.
And they point it out. This is where we've been set up for a couple years now. Are you feeling alright, my lord? Do you need the
I'm feeling fine.
Do you need the doctor?
No, this me. Did he have Astrea with him?
No, he said she was on some. You said she was on a mission. And he looks at Astrea. Well, there she is, right there.
Looks like we found out where Demetrius' doppelganger is.
Or was.
But
He
when
might
you
still be there.
but
They're planning a wedding.
But when you came with your long-lost son Bragos, everyone was rejoiceful, and you wanted the union between Agrias' daughter and your son, and everyone's happy.
I killed Agrias with my own hands.
Yes, you did. It was deserved.
Alright, this is a problem. I need some time to think. You two go back, I guess, to the camp.
Yes, sir. Well, we have one more delivery, but after that we will head back. Thank you for being here and giving us the honor of speaking with you.
Anytime, my friends. May the stallion guide your hoofs.
And they do a salute.
Does Arcadia hear this, or is this just between them and?
She would be able to hear it.
Yeah, they were yelling it out like it was like a proclamation.
She would ask her what's the other task.
The other place we're going to is down to the Centaurs by Aresia. It's going to be a grand wedding, ma'am.
Who's over there?
More Centaurs.
Oh.
I guess we're going to have to find wedding guests or dates. Nico, I guess you will ask your wife.
And I will say, no,
we need to go to the flea mess.
It's going to be a very red wedding. It seems that someone is, my alternate self is, like Nico's, active and manipulating the centaur for some twisted purpose. I have no doubt that this wedding is nothing but a prelude to gather the Centaur and perhaps even kill them.
Could be, but what they say in 2 weeks?
Yes, it's in 2 weeks. Can we go to Themis now?
Hold on, Arcadia. I think this is too important for me to join you. I must make sure that the Centaur are alright. And I must oust this imposter before he does any damage.
There's no point in going there if it's not for another 2 weeks. They're probably not even there right now.
Themis is in danger right now.
I can kill him and Brygos and cancel the wedding.
We can do that. Let's go today, and we can do that tomorrow. We need to save Themis now.
But wait a moment, Ametris. You're just going to show up there and start killing everybody after you invited them to a wedding?
I'm not going to kill everybody. Just the imposter. I won't allow anyone else to try and wear my face.
They don't know that you're... They don't know that it's an imposter.
They work for Graphic.
If you show up there and start killing everyone, you're going to start a civil war.
I will simply tell the Centaur that this is an imposter.
Oh yes, I'm sure they'll believe you.
I have Astrea to vouch for me.
Time is wasting. We need to go to Themis.
Bah! What have the Amazons ever done for me but give me grief?
After you called the queen a hag and the rest of them cowards, can you blame them?
Well, then they shouldn't have acted that way.
Either way, it's 2 weeks from now, and that's when they'll be there. It'll be better if
that's
the other
when the trap
Ametris
will be
there.
sprung.
If the other Ametris is there, they'll see that there's two of you. There's no point in going there right now.
That wedding is nothing but a trap. If we show up there, they are sure to ambush us.
Demetrius, think of the optics here. If you show up there contradicting everything you said, you'll just start strife.
Bah! I just don't want to leave my people to suffer for a few Amazons. Even now, Arcadia isn't grateful for my efforts on their part.
Then you can stay here while the rest of us go to the Amazons.
I won't be staying in Mitros.
Anyone who's coming with us, get in the circle. I can take 8.
I go into the circle and she says, I'm not ungrateful for what you did to save the Amazons, but I do resent what you said to the queen and implied for the rest of them. But I appreciate the fact that you were defending me, but it's still not a way to act in front of a leader. I would never do that to your leader, no matter what I thought of them.
So wait, Demetrius is not going to go?
He's hesitating about it. He's not convinced. He wants to help the Centaurs.
Split the party. Split the party. Split the party.
Arcadia says you have my bow to save.
Corbin looks from side to side, trying to make up his mind.
Demetrius, this will only take a day or two. Then we can go deal with your centaurs.
Corbin steps into the circle with Arcadia and looks back at Demetrius. I'm sorry, my friend. This is more urgent. We still have 2 weeks to stop the centaurs.
Right, and Corbin also, remember, he is an honorary Amazon and has the coin from the queen too.
That is true.
And Demetrius will finally look at Nico.
Hey.
Is he also stepping into the circle?
Oh, yeah.
And then knowing that Nico always does what is right, Demetrius says, fine. But the Amazons, they owe me one. And he will step into the circle with Astrea.
Once we're done here, Demetrius, we'll go straight to the centaurs and make sure and set that the whole situation right.
All right.
So wait, does one of the dragons have to stay behind, or can we take everyone?
You should be able to.
We only have 3 dragons, don't we?
Yeah,
yes.
I think you should be able to take everyone. Yeah,
I can take everybody.
Cool.
Okay. Can you show me that image again, Nico?
with the crystal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Arcadia would point out some, not random remote place on Themis. She would, point out some place where they tend
a
to
major
congregate.
temple or something like that.
Well, no, they don't have those. That's the thing. But
Hold on, Arcadia, do you have something that was from Themis?
Oh yeah.
What about that garden place we went to?
Can you give that to Nico to strengthen the connection?
Oh, perfect. She takes off. Yeah, she takes off a. Now I have a question. How does this work with teleportation? Is it or scrying? What does that mean? What do you need?
Well, it takes 10 minutes to cast, and if I have something from the place or person, it
this is
gives a really good chance of.
Okay.
Yeah, and you've been there.
Oh yeah. So what you see, Arcadia.
It lasts 10 minutes, so you don't have to use a new spell slot.
Right.
It's still active for you.
Arcadia hands him a bracelet that you have not noticed her, if you even noticed, her wearing until she came back after 7 years. And it looks like intertwined. It is a braid. And the 3 different things in it. Hold on, my AirPods are dying. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It is one of the 3 pieces of braid is leather. One piece is dark hair, and the other looks like Arcadia's lighter brown hair. And what that dark hair, it belongs to Diana.
Taskin will hold out his hand for Arcadia to give it to him.
And she gives it to him.
Okay, so he's going to... Let's see here, what would this be? He would... So I guess it would be seen casually and associated object with the place.
And the description.
Yeah. He's got
and then the description from me casting crying.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Both of them. That's good.
Yeah. So since he has but the associated object is for the best, it seems. The only thing better than that is a permanent circle that would be there. Okay. He will.
So we don't get teleported into the ocean.
Yeah. So he'll hold the object in his hand as he's watching the scried image, and he'll cast the spell, and very cinematically we'll zoom in on the crystal ball location, and we would pop in at that location.
Can you use inspiration or no?
I don't. It's just the D100 roll that the DM makes.
You can make it. You get to make it.
Great. Here, big money.
What do you need to roll? What's the percentage?
I think with that object, the associated object will go off at a hitch, but let's see what happens. 15, so...
Mishap.
Associated object, though, it's on target.
Cool. So, as you teleport everyone there, as soon as you get there, you're immediately met with gusting wind, tornado, lightning, rain, and you get kind of thematically sucked up into the air. And you can... Here, let's do this. Below that line, you can put yourselves. Like, for all intents and purposes, this is all solid ground. And standing... Oops. So put you there, put you there, put you there. And you see standing before you a creature that looks like that.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. What is that? Whoa.
And Ravik's going to curse curse under his
Oh,
breath.
boy.
See all the lightning around is like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do shit here.
The vine tunic. I'm just gonna keep on crying about that. I am just gonna keep on crying about it.
Divine tunic.
Yeah,
Vine tunic
because
would
it
have
would have
made
been
you
made you
immortal,
immune, and
wouldn't
then you would have gotten HP.
Alright. Started off with Arcadia.
Oh man, she doesn't know what to do with this. If she should do this oath bow thing or not, because it didn't seem to be. You know what? She would have actually, in this long rest, she would have decided, since we had that time to think about it, I think she would have decided to, gosh, what to do. Oh, she's going to, how far away is she?
65 feet.
She is actually she's using her hand crossbow. So she is going to murmur a little something, casting Hunter's Mark on it. And I'm going to go put that concentration on myself. I doubt this is going to work. Nope, it takes it off. So back to. Okay, I'm just going to have to manually do it. So that was her bonus action. She's going to mark off a first level spell slot. And then she's going to shoot twice at it.
Very nice. And when you hit it, it teleports. And with a thundering boom, let me put these boys in the actual slots. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, go ahead.
Oof. All right. But now Nico's next to it, right? So I could do a sneak attack if I get this next one?
So is Vengeance.
Oh, Vengeance, I see. So she's going to shoot again.
Misses.
All right. Pass my turn. Oh, I never said I picked up Nyx. But she would have picked up Nyx.
Yeah, I assumed you picked up Nyx, but you did not have time to fix her.
Did not have time to fix her, so she's in her bag.
Astrea.
Yes, let's see. Astrea is going to fly up here. And she is going to be 20 feet in the air.
It failed.
Does it choose to succeed?
No. And as she spits acid all over it, yeah, it looked like it did some damage.
Okay, so like the skin is a bit scorched. Okay. So one moment. Let me. 20. That's. And she is going to fly. There.
She had 80 feet, right?
Hold on. Yeah, 30, 20.
Oh, no, she has 60 feet. Oh, wait, no, that's not her.
She's 80 feet
80,
high.
yeah, 80, yeah.
There. That's her turn.
Mitris.
I can run here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, you're on it. Just think you're on a big ass cloud.
Okay, so like a solid cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
The old boy is gonna bonus action Shield of Faith. And then he is going to attack.
Hit.
Does that seem to do damage?
Does not seem to do full damage.
Okay.
That's a critical hit.
Yes, let me add a smoke to that.
As you have its full attention.
Does it deal like critical damage to it? Like, do I have the idea that it deals more than a normal hit?
Yes, but it doesn't seem like it took all of it.
Okay, but it does seem like it took a good, like it took a lot of damage, at least more than, for example, the other attack did.
Correct.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Vengeance.
Vengeance is gonna fly all around this thing, using her blind sense and any other senses she has to see if she can see anything like was on the other one, or see if there's anybody around it or on it, or if it's got any hatches or anything like that.
So say she flies all around it and she sees nothing.
Okay. And is that her action, or
To look, yeah, because she's like investigating it. Yeah, that'll be her action.
Okay. So she can take. So she will then back off from it with whatever remaining movement she has.
Okay. And as she does that, he's going to smack her.
I will smack.
That is a miss on the Titan from you, Demetrius. As it slams down onto good old Vengeance.
Oh my god.
Plus 18 attack, okay.
Anything else from Vengeance?
Nope.
Quick request. Because I forgot I have to like manually do Hunter's Mark because this coding doesn't work. Can I just roll 2d6 for that crit?
Yes.
And just add it to the damage?
Yep.
I'm gonna do 2 6s at a time right now because my... That's 1. God, why is this not coming up? Wow, it's not doing it again. Can you roll 1 more 6 for me and add it? Thank you.
Alright, Corbin.
Alright, Corbin will grab a potion and drink it, giving himself invulnerability.
Yeah, he has to be out of those almost.
Down to 2.
Nice.
After that. I've been conserving him for these fights.
Makes sense.
And I'll use my bonus action to cast Storm Rune. And I will fly over to check on Vengeance.
Damn, bro.
Well, I used my action and my bonus action. I don't have anything else.
Scott.
Okay.
Sus.
And cast Fireball at level 6.
Nice.
Oh shit, that ain't good. He's got
And
super resistance.
and it chooses to succeed. So do hit half damage, yeah.
One second. Damage. And I am going to use. Where is that?
So with that level 6 fireball, when you hit it, it looked like it did minimal damage.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I will spend a meta sorcery point to re-roll some of those dice.
Alright.
Let's see here. Let me just check. I think it's Constitution mod. Yeah, my Constitution modifier. That's 4 times. I'm gonna re-roll those ones. So it's first one. No, that's extra 1 point of damage. That other one. Better. Extra 5. So 6 extra points of damage. What's that other one? Extra 3 points. And he re-roll one of those 2s. So let's see, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's 3, so 12 extra points, but subtract the minimum. What was that, like quarter damage?
Yeah.
So, so 12. So 3 extra points of damage.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 points. 3 points is 3 points.
Alright, that's it for Taskelin.
Alright, so this boy, he's gonna look at Taskelin and smile, and you'll see a lightning bolt form in his hand as he throws it at you.
Is it a spell or
This is
a dexterity save.
Is it a spell though?
It is a save. It is not a spell.
Okay.
This is male. The picture looks female.
Oh,
Never mind.
it does.
You don't know.
And at the same time, it also hits Ametreus with one.
No, double up.
And since you both failed,
Holy crap!
you are both stunned. And then
That's a lot of damage.
And that's also empty. Nico.
They're stunned for what? A round or something?
They are stunned until the end of its next turn.
Its next turn.
That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was. I gotta get away from this thing. Okay. Come on, Nico. I can't think of anything right now to try to hit it. And I didn't. Well, at least I tried. With roll, I can get away. So I'm getting the hell away from that thing. And I'm going to stay right here and try to assist everybody with heal if they attack it. Because I'm not a fucking
Aziz the good boy. Which is Nico.
Let's take a sip of water.
Flame on.
Yeah, I guess that's what Aziz can do right now. So let's see if get that going on. Breath weapon.
Okay.
Is it probably take half damage now.
It has low deck save, Nico. I targeted it with deck spells.
And as it gets hit, it teleports right there. Oops, not Aziz.
That's weird. Okay. I guess nothing happened to it. It just teleported away.
It took some damage and it teleported over. Right. Oh god, why is it rolling all this shit now? All right, it teleported right there between the three of them.
Oh, okay.
As it did some booming thunder.
All right. Well, I guess that's Aziz.
Arcadia.
What is putting in earplugs? Is that an action?
Yeah.
Right. She's going to take the action to put earplugs in, which makes her deafened. Let me put that on. And I believe, isn't her third attack a bonus action, right?
I think she has to attack to get the extra attack. What's that ability?
It just has to do with how the mechanics of being able to use a hand crossbow 3 times.
Well, because...
or is that the extra attack? Well, no, the extra attack would be...
Well, the extra attack is you get 2 attacks if you take the attack action on your turn.
Oh, okay, so I can't use it. Well, then her other bonus action would be then to make our Amazonian battle cry. And that's her turn.
Alright. Estrella.
Estrella is going to
recharge. Hell yeah.
He's going to she's going to fire it.
It wants to succeed on that one.
Okay, well, at least it used one of its...
It's now we're up to 2.
Okay, so that's half damage. And then she is going to... 70 feet over there. And finally 10 feet down.
Good, Amy is stunned and vengeance.
How tall is this thing?
That's the picture. Very tall.
Like, can she fly above it or not?
I mean, I guess so. I don't think she can do it in this turn, but she could probably fly above it eventually, yeah.
Alright, well, she's gonna just start flying straight up so she can get above it. She'll do double movement if she needs to. I don't know how tall it is, but she wants to be above its reach.
Okay. So she flew 100. Or she flew 80 feet up. That's about eye level with it.
Okay. So she wants to go at least 30 feet above its reach.
She don't know its full reach.
She can't estimate that. I mean, she's an intelligent creature.
It hasn't done anything to indicate its reach.
Well, she'll fly 60 feet above it. She's got double movement, so if she's at
15,
there
20,
now.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. All right.
That's all her movement, right?
She has 20 feet left.
And she'll move a little closer to it.
Cool.
Alright. Corbin. How far away am I? Close. I will. Bonus action to grow large. Actually, you know what? A bonus action to rage. And I will run forward. And I will recklessly attack. With the rod in Great Sword Flame Tongue format.
Hit.
Does it look like it did damage?
Looked like it did some damage, but not full.
Just a reminder that
Also a hit.
when you saw Tascalin do the fireball, it looked like it did minimal damage, I think.
Oh, he's saying it did some. Did it do?
This is like, Corbin, this is a Storm Titan, right? Would you use Titan's Bane?
I asked Titan's Bane, he said it wasn't its kind of Titan.
Yes, it did. That is correct.
A Storm Titan doesn't count for Titan's Bane.
Nope.
That's correct.
That is correct.
That's crazy.
It depends on the type of creature this is.
Man, this sword gotta rename itself.
Alright. And Demetrius is still stunned, correct?
Correct.
Does he look pretty wounded?
A little bit.
I will action surge, and I will grab Demetrius and try to pull him back. I think that's as far as I can get because I get half movement for dragging him.
Correct.
Still stunned, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, that's-
Well, you're not. Well, you're still stunned until the end of this boy's turn, but it's not going to matter because he's going to look at it's going to look at Corbin. Let me see. this. And it...
Is that an attack or a spell?
It will... it's going to attack you, Corbin.
Okay. It's going to attack me, and I will Runic Shield to give it disadvantage.
Alright. Is it just the first one?
Yes, it would only be one.
Alright. Hitting you as it spits. It spits a hailstone at you. Gross.
Should have taken half of that damage.
You did.
Okay.
And then it's going to spit at you again.
Good lord.
Dang, this thing isn't playing.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
But I'm immune to criticals, so that's okay.
Yeah, but still.
I sure hope we don't need those 10 potion of healing that Tascalin used on.
And then...
Well, I only healed him for 5, so he should still have 5 left.
And then it's going to 1 and 2 Tascalin, 3 and 4 Aziz. It's going to attack Tascalin.
Oh god. Bye, Tascalin.
Ooh, and Task, hang on, he's still stunned. Let me put stun back on him. And that's all it's going to do.
That's all?
Yeah. Nico.
That's all?
Oh,
You see this guy, this creature, smack the shit out of a Task.
oy, oy, oy. Oh, I knew that this is gonna be my job the whole fight. So
It's gonna be one of those times, Nico.
Nico heals Tascalin. Get up and fight. You got fighting to do. Kill this thing.
Why do I always get hit first?
Let's see. That's a level 6. Let's get that. It was just gonna move a little bit more down.
Oh, you don't want to move
You don't
closer?
No. No, he don't. Let's see if... Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
No recharge. Shit. Diseases. Let's see. Gonna try attack with his bite.
Ooh, it sunk its teeth into it.
Okay, we got a hit.
Looks like it did a smidge of damage. Not the full damage, but a little bit.
Okay, well, we'll try a claw.
Hit again.
Right.
Aziz has been more useful this, 2 rounds than the whole fight against the Tarrasque.
Fuck yeah, and then we got one more claw. Come on, big money. We got another hit, I think.
Also hit.
Alright.
I'm a good boy.
Hey, any bit of damage is helping. So, Z's will stay there.
Arcadia.
Right.
So Arcadia, watching this, has a feeling if she hits this thing, it's going to teleport near her. So the first thing she's going to do is move further back so it won't teleport near other people before she tries to hit it. And then she's going to see what happens.
And you hear goat. The hit.
this time she's going to put the sneak attack and the hunter's mark on.
As it teleports right next to you.
Yep, she figured that, but it did what she thought, and she'll kept it far away from the others, and she'll go for her third time. What's happening?
Kaboom!
Vengeance wants to gauge
So,
how wide that kaboom was.
And also, so her earplugs don't help.
Does not matter with the earplugs.
Oh, fuck, okay. Well then. Nice try. But she gets one more attack.
Another goat.
So we at least know it's not a celestial, because then you get advantage, right?
Yep, it looks like it's not a celestial
Yeah, if
fiend
it was a
or
celestial,
dragon.
then
I would have gotten it. So, and
And
then
my
all of that
sword
falls
would've-
off. Right,
So
all of that falls off of her. So hold
It's
on
not
a
a
second.
giant either. Does your sword works on giants, Corbin? No.
yep, it's not a giant, it's not a Gaigan, it's not a celestial.
What the hell? What is it?
And I took all of that off because she took damage and passed her turn.
What does it actually look like?
Looks like a
A
storm.
giant. Storm giant.
Yeah, it's a storm titan.
Maybe it's an elemental or something?
Maybe it's just humanoid, but that doesn't look like a human. Is it a humanoid? Why is this a humanoid?
It's not a humanoid. Somebody else said what it was, though.
I said an elemental.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Can we do some shit to elementals? Well,
I could wild shape into an elemental, but not as big as that.
Talk to it.
Maybe it's another robot like the.
Vengeance tried looking around it, didn't see anything.
Oh, not robot, but cyborg. Mental board.
It's liquid metal.
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Astrea is going to take the dodge action.
Demetrius.
Demetrius is going to run 30 feet. Attack.
Critical hit.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, I'm rolling well this time.
So when you do that, you see it take a knee. And while it does that, a bright glow starts emanating from it. Go ahead and continue.
That can't be good.
I will cast Banishing Smite on myself and attack again.
What does that mean?
We link that.
He's gonna banish it.
Ooh, cool.
Let me actually get the right one. This one.
If that thing has to make a save, I'm gonna give it disadvantage.
No save. If it just goes below 50, it's banished. No save. So, yeah, I'm gonna attack.
Miss.
Does that hit? Hold on. I will add
Yes.
plus 10 to that with my guided strike.
That hits.
Woohoo.
Then I'm gonna.
That does not take it below 50.
Not below 50.
Nice
Okay.
try.
And that's both my attacks.
Vengeance.
Okay. So how far does Vengeance need to go to get within 30 feet of it?
Down 30. And probably over 10.
Over.
Okay, you're 140 feet up in the air.
Yeah. I don't have to go over because the 30 feet reaches it. Well, whatever. I'll fly. That's 40 feet. So I'll fly.
You're flying
40
range.
feet.
Yeah.
I'll fly 40 feet down and I'll hit it with paralyzing breath, and Corbin will give it disadvantage.
Okay.
Fine. Paralyzing breath. Did that have disadvantage?
Roll again. Both succeed.
Alright. And then Vengeance will fly back up where she was.
Okay.
Then she'll look around to see if she sees anything in the clouds or anything.
She does not, outside of the lightning. Tesklin.
Askelin.
Or Corbin. Sorry, I was looking at Task. Same thing. Corbin.
So this thing is kneeling and glowing very brightly?
Yes. It feels like you've seen this before with Kentamane when it was like charging. It feels like it's charging something.
It's not good. Fly 25 feet over to it, and I will attack it with a reckless attack. And actually, as a bonus action, I'll do Giant Smite first. Grow large, Corbin.
Hit. Critical. Very nice. Hit. Nice.
How damaged does it look?
It's a storm, so I can't really judge off of that.
I will action surge. Oh, and I'm raging too, so that's got it's got the disadvantage against anybody, or half damage against anybody but me.
Okay.
Action surge, and I will hit it again.
Go Corbin. Whew.
And I will run away bravely.
Graves are rubbing.
Yeah, I get to there.
Mescaline, you're prone.
Askelin's going to get up, and he sees that this Titan is charging up, does it feel magical or is it like a physical ability?
Feels... You haven't felt this before.
Okay, so it doesn't feel like it's manipulating the weave or anything like that?
No.
Okay. He is then going to, in that case, he's going to burn a sorcery point to activate his element affinity for lightning. So he'll have resistance to lightning. And he's just going to watch what's going on at this time, since he doesn't have anything to really hurt it that badly.
Alright, so you see it stand up, and as it stands up, it kind of like bursts into like a burst of light comes out of it. As it stands up, you see it come with a big ass lightning sword, and it's going to let's see who's here. Oh boy!
It just drew a sword out of somewhere.
Yeah, it raised its hand as like it was moving its hand. A sword of made out of lightning appears.
Pulled a sword out of its ass.
Pretty much. As it's
Wait, it's got a different name.
It does.
Is it the same creature?
It appears to be the same exact creature, just a different name. 1 and 2 Ametreus, 3 and 4 Arcadia. Ametreus it is.
So this is when it stood up, it changed its name, but it looks the same. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
It's entered its second form.
Pretty much. And it's going to slam down onto Arcadia.
Hold on a second. Let me see. -5. If it matches, it's gonna hit. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Can't do anything. Damn it.
And does it one more time.
Oh my god. Oh, but these are at least weaker attacks.
Nico.
Oh, Nico.
I got 2 shot by this thing, 93 and 73.
That was fun.
Let's hope your friend. Mark that spell off right now, because I'm gonna use it. Get up and fight! You've got it! You're getting it! And go stay right there.
These.
See if we get. You gonna roll for, or
Oh.
you want me to?
Gotcha. Recharge.
Alright! So Aziz will move. Right there. Uh-oh, that company. Doggies entered my office.
Nice.
Alright, fire breath.
Alright. Very nice.
And Aziz will stay right there.
That is top of the round. I think that's a good place to call it. This is not a.
Yeah.
This fight will not be done within the.
We're not going to kill him in one more hit?
This fight will. Well, we could do one more round if people want, but we're not going to finish this.
That's fine. We can
one
wait till
round.
next
Yeah.
We can wait till next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit her with a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Please do.
They're all alive.
That'll heal it, dude.
Yeah. Hit a lightning creature with a lightning bolt.
Might be honorable.
What kind of sorcerer are you?
It'll overcharge and explode.
Yeah, it will.
I hope we get lucky with crits again next week, because I think we went through phase 1 pretty fast.
Yeah.
We pumped a lot of damage in.
Yeah, you did. I think you did about 600 or so far.
600?
Yeah, something like that.
Dang you.
But then again, this guy also kicked the shit out of you too.
Yeah, 2 attacks and I'm done. This guy is a beast.
But yeah, that was fun. He killed the Tarrasque. I was kind of worried there for a second. I was like, come on, like maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll figure it out. They're like, okay, you figured it out. Cool.
I'm so mad because
Right
I almost figured that out at the very beginning. I tried to grab him, but I only looked for the hatch at the start of that fight.
True.
Well, all the limp-wristed fighters in the group couldn't open a hatch, and I had to waste a wish to cast knock.
I know, right?
I rolled a 19.
That was a 25 DC, man. A 25
If I'd only rolled a 20, I could have opened the hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, if it would have been an athletics check, I probably would have got the damn hatch open. But
I was gonna have Astrea.
it's always strength, never athletics.
Because you're using your strength to pull it up. There's nothing athletic really about that.
It's all in how you. It's all in how you use your back and your legs, man. Everybody knows.
Hey, deadlifting is a freaking 4. That's athletic.
Look how pretty this map is, though.
Yeah, it's a cool map. Very cool.
I get the strange idea that you've designed all these beasts so that all these bosses, so they're lightning resistant, so I do nothing in the fight.
Well, you don't know if the Tarrasque was lightning resistant or not. You never hit it with anything.
Lightning bolt completely.
Yeah, but all right. So now that this is done, so a Tarrasque has a thing called a reflective carapace.
So just magic users are useless against it then.
Anything, yeah. So basically, like a line spell, a spell that targets it, like that has to do an attack. You roll a d6, a 1 through 5, it absorbs, and a 6, it reflects it right back onto you.
So you're lucky.
Well, Tascalin, these mobs hard counter all of us. Like Arcadia likes to be at range, so it teleports up to her, and you like to use lightning, it's immune to that. I have high AC, but its attack is even higher. Like it has counter for all of us. So you're not
for Corbin. Corbin likes to absorb lots of damage.
Yeah, he does.
Corbin is the only one. Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever play a sorcerer again because they're just so limited in what the amount of spells they can have, and
they're better for buffing other people, to be honest.
Yeah, they're like glass cannons too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're either glass cannons for like mega damage, or they're buffing, and they're much better at buffing.
Yeah.
Or good for a multi-class.
Yeah. The only way to make a sorcerer actually competitive, like an actual good class, is to make what are they called? Sorlocks?
Sorlock, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's just so broken. I can't do it.
Well,
It depends on how you build them. I've discovered.
Yeah,
I'm playing one now, but it was built so poorly that it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, like the gecko. The gecko is a Sorlock, and he built it really bad, and that's why I was like, when I asked Corbin if he wanted to finish off that campaign, I was like, okay, you can play this character because I know it's badly built, so you can't you can't, because Corbin will like find like, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. No, he can't do that. Do that.
Yeah. If I had designed that Sorlock, he would be wiping that entire Fendelver campaign right now.
Exactly.
Oh, are you playing it permanently?
Yeah, because I had to leave.
Well, and it's like 3 to 5 sessions, and it's going to be done anyway. So, like we're at the very tail end of that campaign too.
So you took over a broken character.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a broken concept, but like the abilities aren't broken.
He didn't take half the things I would have taken.
No, like I played Sorlax before. It's like I looked at it's like, okay, you could do this. That's fine because I know what I would do.
And he's carrying a sword around, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I think I'll just stick with wizards and warlocks. Maybe I'll branch off into bards at some point, but I don't
Yes.
think guest workers particularly my taste.
Play a bard in my game. Do it.
I almost did. I was close.
What are you?
Very close.
What are you playing next time, Scath, in the Raiders?
He's a Wolf Rider Ranger.
Oh yeah, Ranger. That's right.
Yeah, the wolf
Yeah.
thing is really cool. It levels up with you.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
played as a ranger yet, so I want to try them out. Everyone says they're bad, but also people say they fixed them a little bit in the new editions.
Well,
So
the
far
ranger
he's-
for that one's different anyway.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good class.
Yep. From what I know, human Wolf Rider Ranger, the Vigilant one, Pat? I think Robin is
yeah.
Hulda,
Yeah, I
the Rat
agree.
Beastborn Druid, Circle of the Devourer. Steve is the Cat Beastborn Cleric of the Discovery Domain. Necro is a Tall Folk Barbarian, Path of the Provoked, or Path of the Storm Herald. He hasn't decided, and he's doing the Cursed Raider. That's what I know.
Nice.
Yeah, we got.
And I think Dan is a wizard. That's all. I
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna play a Blade
Yeah,
Singer.
I'm definitely going with the.
half the group are friggin' furries.
Nico not playing a druid. That's gonna be new.
No,
I know.
it's barbarian this time. It's
Yeah.
gonna
Can't
be
change.
Interesting.
Can't. We'll see if you change at 3rd level. That's what happened last time.
Breaking type.
Breaking type. Yeah, he's breaking his typecast.
I think I'll be pretty good as a barbarian.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the Barbarian
Smash.
Vengeance hook is extremely strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Which
smash.
That is.
I'm still torn though. I still would have liked to have played the cursed to the dying rocking bard.
Well, you can play a bard. We can have 2 bards.
Yeah. You, well, you
I'm
got
committed
two
to
birds.
I'm committed to the cat now for Robin.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Which path are you doing,
He's our
Necro?
healer.
The one from the Raiders book.
Oh, is that Path of the Provoked?
Yeah.
and also really
It's
quick
really strong.
with this game, we are at the tail end, so kind of start thinking of like if your characters survive, what happened, like what they do afterwards, like a little epilogue, because we are very close to being done. Like, yeah, so just keep that in mind.
Well, it's a good thing I started thinking about the other character because I put that off a long time ago. For a long time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, we're done.
And-
I gotta
Yeah.
get going.
And have you decided yet what level we're starting at Raiders?
I have not. Either 1 or 2,
Okay.
probably 2, but I don't know yet. Because one is just kind of boring, anyways. You know.
One is
Well,
like
we started.
hope you don't instantly die.
Exactly.
We started on level 2 with this one.
Yeah. So I don't know. Either 1 or 2. Probably
If
2,
anyone asks,
but I
though,
don't
I
know.
always say that we start at.
Start at what?
If anyone asks, I say, oh yeah, we started at level 1.
Yeah.
Question: mechanically, in order to cast teleport, does the Tascalin need to hold on to that item that Arcadia gave him? So does he still has it then?
He would still have
Oh,
it
he
on
totally
him.
lost him over the
Yeah. Once the battle started, he dropped. He just like threw it out.
Bruh.
No, he would still have it on him.
That's like our
Okay.
wedding band or something, right?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that thing, yeah, when we were lifting.
Well, why don't we do a roll to see if he immediately dropped it when the giant titan started attacking them? Let's see, what's D100?
Really, you're gonna do that?
That's a beef. Do it.
Yeah, that's like me saying.
Oh, he
Engines
totally
can
dropped
find the
that.
keys.
He saw
Really?
it. He saw the Titan, said, "Oh shit," and dropped it.
Well, don't worry, Arcadia, we can scry it.
It's still gonna be in the battleground. It might be a little singed, but it'll still be there.
Or
No,
it could,
you know, you say that, but we're in the cloud. It could fly anywhere.
Yeah, Danny, you yell at me for not wanting to give Vengeance earplugs. He fucking just dropped her wedding bag.
Oh yeah.
Made him
Oh,
roll
she's
for
gonna
that.
be pissed.
I can hardly wait to continue playing with Scath in the next campaign.
Oh, she's gonna be pissed.
Well, what about when the fight's over and Arcadia comes up to her to ask what happened to the wedding band?
He's like, what
Yeah.
wedding band?
Well, she'll just say what happened to the bracelet. She can find it.
And then it'll
Oh,
be
that clunky old thing, that
it-
clunky old band.
and then it gets caught up in the wind.
Here, like, that thing happened. meant absolutely nothing to Tasklin. So the moment like a giant monster started attacking them, he probably wouldn't have put too much care into holding on to it when his life's at risk.
Well, she could have told him like this is important,
but she didn't
do that.
Or he drops it and it lands like right there and doesn't move because it gets sunk into the cloud and just chills.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I have ways of finding it.
She'll 100% get it back. Don't worry.
Like, Tasklin will feel really bad about it, but at the same time, he's just like, "What did you want me to do?"
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
She would understand. She's been in enough battles. She understands. Especially Tasklin hasn't been in a lot of battles, so she's just glad he didn't piss himself.
But you could tell Percolus he did. But anyways, I gotta go eat. We're going to Texas Roadhouse for Father's Day. So.
To where?
Texas
Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse, yeah.
Nice.
Pretty fun. Yeah, I guess it is. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, it's Father's Day.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day to everybody.
It was kind of funny though, because like for Mother's Day we all had to ask, "Oh, is everyone available?" Like for Father's Day, like, yeah, we're all going to be here. But cool. We're done.
Right.
Until next time.
I'll see y'all next week.
We have a
Probably. I got a lot of meetings, so hopefully I can get out in time, but we should. I do. But, alright, stream. We're done. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Father's Day to those who celebrate it, and we'll be back next time. Hopefully tomorrow with some Deadlands. But anyways, take care, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.